Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the studio. This is That's Just My Opinion with your hosts, Marlene and Tracey.
Hey guys.
Hello. We have Tracey here in the house today.
What?
Tracey, tell us a little about you.
So my name's Tracey. I live in Texas. I'm in my 20s.
Late 20s.
Early 20s. Mid 20s. In my 20s.
A mom.
A mom, yes.
A spiritual guide. A crystal lover.
And
the good kind of crystal.
And I think I can see ghosts. I'm kidding.
I can see dead people.
So Marlene, tell us about yourself.
Well, I'm Marlene. I have a very customer service voice because I sell health insurance.
Our voices are money makers.
Ha ha ha. And I'm a dog mom, completely obsessed with animals. And we decided to do a podcast because we've been told that we give really good advice.
Sometimes.
And we're also pretty stupid. So we just talk about a lot of really funny stuff. And I think people will pay to hear it.
Literally. I think I'm funny, but I mean,
That's
really
literally
not.
what she said in her interview when she was getting her
it was like
latest
my
job.
fun fact. They were like, "Hey, so like, what's a fun fact?" And I was like, I don't know. I can't think of anything. Like, I couldn't say my real fun facts.
Which are?
What are your passions?
Tell me about your passions.
No, I don't want to talk about my passion yet.
Later on, we'll figure out what Tracey's passion is.
But for now, my fun fact is that I think I think I'm funny. Like,
That's
I
literally
react.
what she said to her trainer, and everyone kind of like stared at her.
And
I think everyone like wanted you to just like say a joke or something.
Yeah, everyone wanted for me to say a joke, and I was like, guys, to put me on the spot like that.
I'm not funny in that way, not under pressure.
Literally, like, I don't even know any jokes. Like, maybe I know one, but it's super lame. It's such a mom joke today.
I believe that.
So today we want to talk about things that COVID made us do.
COVID. So in our first episode, we will be talking about COVID because in a way, COVID made us, want to create this podcast. And something that COVID made me do, or what was the question?
No, yeah. So COVID made. So basically, okay, I'm gonna ask you. So what was your first reaction to COVID? Like whenever you first heard like COVID.
I was definitely one of those people that like freaked out completely. Like I was like, we're all gonna be zombies now. Like, and I had just moved to San Antonio, and like all my family was like far away, and it was like I was like, I'm just gonna die here with my dogs and Reina and her kids, and we're just gonna be here forever
With like no toilet paper.
Toilet paper, because everyone decided, they had to have toilet paper.
All the toilet paper.
I remember, I'm always going to remember from that when everyone like was looking for toilet paper and like, having to shower after going to the bathroom and stuff. Chris was like, hey guys, you should buy this toilet.
Literally, he invested.
The one that like cleans without any paper.
What is it called, John?
It's called a bidet.
A bidet. Bidet.
So fancy.
And I thought that was so funny. I was like, wow, like it's such a good idea. Like I won't need paper anymore.
Literally. What I think is the funniest part about that story is that he didn't get that until like 6 months later.
Like he ordered it. He ordered it then, but it was like out of stock and he never got it until like, everyone had toilet paper again. Like it wasn't a big thing.
Like, it wasn't even an issue anymore.
That was super funny. That's always going to be hilarious to me.
I remember when I got to work, and I already kind of knew about, they were making a big deal that like they didn't want the ship to like, they didn't want to let people like off of the ship. But then I remember whenever Josh shows me like the recording like from the CDC, and they're like, this is going to get bad. Like it's going to, like schools are going to shut down. Like businesses are going to shut down. Like it's going to be really bad.
Everybody's going to die.
Everybody's going to die. And I was like, what the fuck?
I was just waiting for like you know, all of these Marvel characters to be like, no, guys, I got the alien.
I remember seeing like this TikTok where this witch, like this lady who was like a witch, was like, she's like, I'm gonna like pray, like, or I don't know what she said. Like, she didn't say pray. She's like, I'm gonna cast a spell, like, so COVID can go away. I mean, and it's like a year later, and COVID's still here. So I don't know.
So I don't know about having her reading your cards and stuff. Mm-hmm. Not too reliable.
Not that reliable. No, but that voice clip was pretty scary.
So I was one of those people that definitely, you know how like no one really believed in it and stuff. Like once that stuff started, I was home. Like I was not getting out of that bitch. Like I was not going outside. I was like, I don't have health insurance. I was like, no, I'm not gonna go out. And I like all my friends that were going out, like Tracey, all the time.
Don't fucking lie. I was not going out.
Tracey, why are you risking your daughter's life?
I hated the fact that I got a new car literally like in February, and then that's whenever like everything shut down, and I couldn't go anywhere. Like
you couldn't use your
I couldn't use my new car. It smelled like a new car for like months.
Because you were never in there.
I was never in there.
Yeah, I remember I was always home and I was like, no. And I stopped talking to a couple of my friends because how do they not respect our lives like that? And then I turned into that bitch. Like I was out like
every single day.
I just couldn't. Like I was like, no. Once I was out of that bitch, I was never going back. And it was hilarious because then all of my friends that were going out now we're like inside and they're like, oh my god, this bitch, like she always made us. Literally. Like, so and I was like, we only have one life.
Hi. Okay.
I was like, I'm young.
Yeah, but Marlene swears she's like superhuman.
I am. How do you explain that I have never, ever, ever, ever gotten chickenpox?
Well, I don't know. Maybe you were part of like that generation. How old are you?
Of superhumans?
How old are you?
24.
My sister's never gotten chickenpox either. But it's
my brother is 6 years younger than me and hasn't gotten chickenpox. He has not?
Either.
No, none of my
because
brothers.
It's part of like no one gets chickenpox anymore.
Because vaccines.
Yeah, because of vaccines.
I remember a lot of people getting chickenpox.
Yeah, like I have scars, like this one right here, this one right here, this one right here. But yes, no. It's because like Azalea hasn't gotten chickenpox, but it's because of the vaccines. And my younger sister, she's 18 right now, so she's way younger than you.
Like
fuck!
6 years,
did I say how many years younger she was? No, right?
Everybody, you did, but like incorrectly.
I was like, don't say it.
No. Do the math, guys, and then add like 2 extra years.
No, like deduct 3. I'm kidding, but no. Yeah, so like she's never gotten chickenpox, but because it's just that generation. Like I don't know what's in y'all's vaccines now.
Mine have wood and oil and shit.
Literally, like
from back in the day.
Way too much mercury. No. Oh yeah, so you were superhuman.
I do not. Well, I mean, the only reason for that is because thankfully I have never gotten COVID, even though I was super responsible. And then when like December, by like mid-November, like everyone around me was getting COVID. Mm-hmm. And I mean, it's super sad that it had to get to that point for me to like realize like, okay, you know what?
It's kind
maybe
of
it ain't as necessary for me to go out and, you know, do this and that. And I was like, okay, fine. So I started quarantining. And then after that, I just went home like with my mom in Chicago. And then I was like really inside because everything's closed. and
it was hella cold.
And it was hella cold. And I just didn't go out again. And then like I came back home and everyone had a COVID here too. Like everyone around me, Tracey. No. And everyone like around the people around me. So I was like, and I did go like out like once in the past like maybe 2 months, but it's just not the same anymore. Like I just don't feel as free as I used to feel.
I feel like because now everything's like way different as well. Like even the people that are out, like it's not even like a good vibe. Like those people.
Because I'm not out.
Yeah, because me and my friends are not out, Marlene. Jesus. No, but I do feel like that. Like it's just way different. Like now, like there's not even the people that are out. They're like fucking lame. All the people that are fucking out right now are fucking lame.
Suck completely.
Like I still can't believe Laredo's like number one. But I mean,
number one in the nation for something, you know, spreading around COVID.
I know.
That shit's so
embarrassing.
So embarrassing. And I was like, it had to be the border town. Yo por eso, yo soy de Chicago.
Ay, cuando quiere.
And then she's not from Laredo.
She's like, yeah, you are not from Laredo. You never even claim it. I was going to say a joke, but you never even claim it. So
no, I don't. No one would ever. I just say Lake Casablanca.
Shut the fuck up. What lake do you guys... What lake do you chill in whenever it's spring break? Oh, nomás, Lake Casablanca.
Ay,
Rio Grande. El Rio Bravo.
No one fucking says that.
I mean, I have like a few friends, like my homeboy Kevin.
Todos los domingos.
Todos los domingos ahí anda en la pinche presa. I mean, I want to say that I was kind of the same way. Like when it came to like staying inside and stuff, but I don't know, I was like really I started like just being like really into like myself and like positivity and like I wanted like,
I mean, because you were stuck with yourself all day.
Yeah, I guess that's why I like noticed, I realized like what I could work on.
You had realizations.
Yes.
That always reminds me of Kylie.
For real. It's like the year to like realize
and like have realization.
And we're gonna like realize things, guys. Realization.
That was so hilarious. I love that video. I would always watch it.
You kind of remind me of Kylie. JK, you don't, bitch. Fucking wish.
Well, thanks.
No, but I like, yeah, like I was just like, you know what, like I'm gonna start like, well, first it was like working out. But it got kind of cold. It got fucking cold. Like, I just cannot. Like, I just cannot motivate myself to go run when it's fucking cold.
And for her, cold was like in August.
Yeah, no, it was in December. It was like November. It was after my birthday. Because I remember, like, before my birthday, I was like, I'm going to keep working out. I want to look fucking hot for my birthday.
Your birthday, Tracey.
I know.
That was one of those dark nights.
No, we're not even talking about that night.
Because she died for like 48 hours after that day.
I know. I was like, honestly, like I really do feel like whenever people say like, oh, like I got alcohol poisoning, like my body will literally get alcohol poisoning from like one night of being out. Like it's ridiculous. I fucking hate it.
That's how she got pregnant.
No, I didn't. No, I did. I did. Oh, I hate you. You know what? This podcast is over, guys.
Bye.
Mic drop.
Shut up. She just touched the mic, by the way.
I know. I thought it was going to make like a more sarcastic sound.
Dramatic.
I don't know. I mean, and then I stopped talking to a lot of people because I thought they were like so negative. I stopped talking to my grandma for like 3 days. She was just so annoying. Like, no, she was just being like really like negative, and I hated that. I was like, no, like, dude, like just because like you're older and you're my grandma, like does not give you the right to be like so disrespectful. And I can't even remember what the hell she said. It was something so minor, but I was so disrespected by her. I was like, girl.
I do not want that energy.
I had to ground her for a few days.
I feel like everyone in 2020 went on a very like spiritual journey just because you were stuck with yourself all fucking day.
All day.
Like you had to start liking yourself. I definitely started working out. Like there was a point, but this was right after I was quarantining with other people and it did not work out. And I was just like home all day with my dogs. And there was a point where I would like go to sleep at 5 a.m, at 6 a.m, and then wake up till like 3 the next day. I had nothing to do. Nothing to do. No one was at the house because everyone was quarantining with like family and stuff. And it was just me and my dogs all freaking day. And I mean, I love my dogs, but I was like going crazy. I was like FaceTiming everyone.
She was going crazy, like getting more dogs. Like she was literally taking care of like 7 dogs. Like, literally, I would call her and I'd be like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm dropping off this dog. Oh, I'm getting this dog.
Well, I mean, you got to stay grinding.
I mean, I guess, but just so y'all know, my homegirl has a little dog business.
This podcast is sponsored by Border Town Pet Services in San Antonio.
Find them on Instagram.
But I only do it in San Antonio now because I just hate being in Laredo sun.
Yeah, it's just like way hotter here.
So Tracey, what was something that you thought you were going to do during COVID and that you ended not doing?
I thought I was gonna. What did I do? That I didn't do? Like, I didn't complete that task because I complete all my tasks.
The checklist.
I thought I was gonna stay. Like, I thought I was gonna work out longer. Honestly, like, I was like, nombre, like, ya chingue. Like,
I'm gonna be home all day.
I'm gonna keep working out. And then I had like a month off of work, and I swore to myself that I wasn't gonna waste any time. That, like, I was like, it's a whole ass month. Like, what else am I gonna be doing? Like, I can just be working out. And hombre, like, I took advantage of that fucking like whole ass month. Like, I wouldn't wake up till like 12 or 1. Like, I'd go to sleep super late, wake up,
and that's taking advantage of it. What the fuck are you taking advantage of?
The fact that I didn't get to sleep. I didn't get to sleep for like 3 years and shit.
So now you sleep later.
Well, I was sleeping. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's what it was. I really wasn't doing anything. And then it got cold. Like, that's the reason why. Because it got cold. And I was like, oh, geez.
But then, like, the second whole, like, wave of COVID, like, got really bad again and stuff like that.
That's
Some
true.
people even started, like, panic buying.
Again.
That's so annoying.
I hate when they do that. I mean, you want to know something, though? Like, just for being fucking greedy, all these people were stocking up on food, and what ended up happening? All of them ate everything that they stocked up on. Like, I'm not trying to be rude, but I feel like a lot of people did gain like a lot of weight, and that's what was motivating me. That's what was literally motivating me to work out.
People got chunky.
Yeah, like, I wasn't, because I was like, now, like, COVID's gonna be over like by February, so I wasn't trying to get out of like quarantine like looking like a whole ass like blowed up doll. So I was like, no. And I was like working out, but then I stopped. So I mean, I don't know.
It lasted like 2 weeks.
It lasted like a good while, though. I did 2 programs. So it lasted 12 weeks.
Shut up. That's like forever.
It was forever.
That seems like a lot of time.
It was forever. But so yeah, I guess that's like the only thing. But
so Tracey, on a more emotional level, what do you think COVID did for you? You can even start crying a little bit.
I mean, I really don't feel like crying right now, but I love to cry. It's like my favorite.
I'll do
thing
it for the
do.
clout.
Yeah, I'll do it for the clouds because honestly, it just inspired me to be. I'm kidding. No, I just feel like it inspired me to be like a nicer person. Like, I was like really mean for no reason, or it wasn't even like me being mean. It was just like being like really like straight up.
But it's like in a bad way, straight up. Like, some people say like it's because I'm super direct, but like they go and tell someone like it's because you're like not that good looking, just because like it's not even doing anything for you.
Don't do that.
I'm not saying you do. I'm just saying some people. Tracey,
that's a lie.
It's just don't be
like, okay, that
if
one
no one's
picture,
asking you, why be like, oh yeah, that you look bad in that shirt. I don't know why.
Oh, that girl, she's pretty ugly.
No, and it's super funny because when we worked together, I would always tell Tracey, like, Tracey, you're so cool, but have you ever noticed that you don't really say nice things?
And I feel like I'm always complimenting all these people, but it's mainly like my guy friends that need the compliment.
Because girls don't.
I know. Well, see, that's what's different now. Okay, so that whole like picture from like a year ago. So I took this really, really horrible picture of some girl that we used to work with. And it was like, so I took the picture because I thought her outfit was like, what the fuck? Like
I just came out of a pajama party kind of deal.
Literally, like, no, like she literally like se levantó de la cama. She put a cardigan on just so it could look a bit professional. She didn't even do like her hair. And it was just like her whole outfit was like.
And we're not saying this in a hating, like
no,
trying to bully someone type of way. Like we're not trying to say it in that way. It's just, it's a work environment. Mm-hmm. Like it's, and I don't want to be, that like you always have to go super like it was a casual kind of situation. But even though like in a professional way, I think like sometimes people se pasan, like no, there's just no need for like such a disrespecting kind of outfit. Like
what the fuck?
So the whole point, you took the picture.
I took the picture a year ago, and whenever I saw it today, was it today or yesterday? It was like yesterday in my memory. I was like, oh my God, like this is such a fucking funny picture to make fun of because of her outfit, right? But like at the same time, I was like, oh my gosh, like what a fucking bitch. Like why did I save the picture? Like, why did I save the picture? Like, if I saw how horrible the fucking picture was, kept it for a whole year. So I was just like, oh my gosh, like it just made me realize, like,
you caught yourself.
I am so glad. Yeah, like I'm so glad that like I am a little bit more mature now. I'm not a bitch anymore, guys. I'm so nice. I complimented 3 people at Lowe's.
She did.
But like you see, like it's just like cool things like that. I don't know. I feel like it just made me realize that if I like didn't want like so much negativity around me, like I couldn't be negative. So I started being a lot more positive, and positive things started happening. Like I got a new job, which I thought like, oh my gosh, I could never leave like this stupid, shitty job. Never. And I just like, I hate it like that they would not like, they didn't really know our worth and shit. So with this,
and I mean, it's not everyone. Like there was some good people that were they just didn't have the right team and they couldn't really do anything. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like it was just not worth all the time you were putting into it.
Literally. And management sucked too. So yeah.
Side note.
Except for my number one boss. You know who you are. But no. So yeah, like it was just like, like positive, like it all just happened. I feel like the new job and everything, I'm moving to a different city. Like it's just so many like positive things are happening because I changed like my whole attitude and like my whole perspective like in life and stuff. But
you attract what you are.
Exactly.
Period.
What was the name of that book though? Remember I was like super into like some book. I read a book. That's how it all started.
The Secret.
Oh yeah. So I read The Secret, and then like ever since then, it's like my whole life just changed. Y'all should try to read
it. Y'all should start reading.
Literally.
In general.
What would you say that is, what did you do that you never thought would do?
Something I did during COVID that I never thought I would do. Honestly, at the beginning, drinking. Like drinking alone. Like I had never, ever like just grabbed a beer. Like just like started drinking something randomly. Never. I would only drink socially.
And now?
And then COVID happened.
Marlene, I swear Marlene will have Trulies for breakfast.
But the good Trulies, not the nasty ass lemonade Trulies.
Yes, I fucking hate this shit. So that's another thing. Now I'm super obsessed with seltzers. The last time I drank a beer,
I think that's
was
just
so
like
full.
Because it's a trend.
No, it was before. It was whenever I started working out. How I was like, I still want to drink, but I don't want to drink beer. And they tasted like shit, shit. These fucking seltzers taste like shit.
Honestly, I never liked White Claws. And people are going to start fucking cracking up because I'm always drinking them. But they taste like shit. Never liked White Claws, like at the beginning. Like I do, like I know, like I wouldn't even do White Claws. I do beer. I was that one. I do beer, or I do wine. I started getting a lot into wine. I even went to my first winery, Fredericksburg. And it was just like a more like thing I could do on it daily because I had nothing else to do. I would watch The Queen of the South. I would watch Friends like 3,000 million times. I would watch a lot of like the Netflix movies. I remember I would always watch movies with my friend Fatima. Like she lives in Monterrey, and I would be so bored. We would both be just like talking all day, like all day. And we'd just watch movies. And I remember we would always like criticize like the Netflix one, or like whenever like the Kissing Booth came out.
Oh yeah.
And like all of those romantic movies. And since we were both like single, it was a trip. It was a trip. But that's something that I just didn't believe that I would ever do. Like watch movies over a phone.
Oh,
like,
you were watching it
like
over
we were FaceTiming and we were watching movies. And that's when I started tasting Trulies. Alana got me into Trulies.
Oh yeah, that's right.
She did 100%. It's all her fault. But that's why like now there's always Trulies at my apartment. Always. Like
Marlene has no water.
Shut up.
She has Trulies.
I do have water, Mom. But Trulies are always there too. And champagne. We're very into mimosas on
every
mornings.
All day.
I was gonna say in the weekends. I was like in weekdays. I was like mornings. Every single day.
Sunday mornings.
But I mean, like we also eat. Oh my God! You know what I noticed?
That you haven't been to Kona.
I did.
Marlene was so.
I did go. I did go.
Kona. Whenever
I did go. Whenever I go back. No, actually, I went this last weekend that I went up for the photo shoot.
Oh, okay.
I went to Kona. I went with Evelyn, her friend Lauren. Shout out to the girls. And I went with Carmen, my sister-in-law.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh,
so we went.
Pretty.
That was the first time that she had gone, and it was like. It's like kind of weird. Like, you know how they have like weird names and like stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Like it gets kind of confusing. I had forgotten that like a new restaurant that everyone has been to, but you haven't, kind of like paranoid feel like, oh my God, I don't know what's happening and what they're going to order. Like I would always freak out because I didn't know what the names were. Like I was like, what type of fish is that?
She's like, what? She's like, wait, guys, like,
which one is a burger?
In order for you to get the mimosa special, like, you need to get this entry. And I was like, what the fuck?
Oh my God, entry.
Entry. She's like, I need to get this entry.
We need to get this entry. It's because I say it like entree.
Andre.
I don't know any Andres.
I don't
think
either.
That's such a nice name, though. Just random.
Fun fact, if your name is
Andre.
Things. Ooh, dating during COVID.
Next question.
Okay, let's do.
Did you use Tinder?
No, I've never used Tinder actually.
Not even during COVID?
I've never, ever in my life used Tinder.
How would you have a dating life during COVID? What were you doing?
Oh my God. Okay, so
changing names.
Neighbors from the apartment complex. Like I don't even know how I even started talking to these people. Like it was just like, it was so weird, but I was so entertained by like my neighbors. I was gonna say network, like my network of neighbors. I was so entertained like by these neighbors, and I was just like, you
watching
see?
Them
No.
Day.
Like I was
taking
like
pictures.
I was like, you see, like you don't need fucking Instagram and like Facebook or anything.
Oh, so you
Tinder.
noticed there was an outside world.
I noticed that
has been out there for
even though I wasn't going out, I wasn't like, I wasn't going to work because we were working from home, and I wasn't like going out socializing. I was still meeting these men.
Oh my God, you are what you attract.
Oh my goodness. No, hombre, cállate. I'm not even going to talk about it.
Tracey wants to get in trouble.
Mm-hmm. No, that's not even what I was going to say. No, but yeah.
I feel a lot more people started using Tinder, which is kind of scary because you're not supposed to be meeting strangers
during COVID.
But then, you're hooking up with people on Tinder. Like, I thought that was weird.
Scary.
I thought that was, you can get more than just COVID and doing that. But,
STDs.
get checked. And, I don't know, like it was just trippy to me. And then also like all of these scary like Tinder stories. I've had some bad dates on Tinder.
Oh, I've never been on Tinder, but I'm not even gonna mention who. But one of my really, really, really good friends, whatever. He got played like so bad, like so bad. Like they flew him out to New York. Well, they didn't even fly him out. Like he flew himself out to New York.
Oh my God.
He gets there and he starts like messaging like the dude, right? Chinga madre, fucked up. Now you guys are gonna narrow it down. So whatever. So then he gets there and this dude's like not picking up. And like, so he's like, nah, whatever. Like maybe his phone died, whatever. No, this dude like was a whole ass catfish. Like a whole ass catfish. The dude didn't even live in New York. He lived like in the valley. So he got played like hard.
And he went to New York.
And he went all the way to New York.
What's the whole point of this other dude that's trying to act like...
I don't know. Like, because he said that he was like from Juilliard or something like that.
But like, why is he lying? Like, what's the point of lying and making someone spend money? And
I don't know. Maybe he thought like they were like dating for like online dating. It's just so stupid. They were online dating. Super momish. They were
Match.com
for bro. Farmers only.
What?
I mean, I tried. Oh my God.
No.
Super funny. Not farmers only, but like one time, I was probably like 19.
Tracey.
I tried signing up for Christian Mingle.
No.
Yes.
What did they ask you? Like for like religious questions?
Like,
who's your favorite? They don't have saints, right? Who's your favorite saint?
No, they don't have saints.
They quiz you on them.
No, but I didn't even like subscribe. Like you have to pay and shit. So I was like 19.
Duh.
Like,
How do you think the Christians mingle?
I don't know. Not by paid.
By pain.
No. But so anyways, yeah, I've never, oh my gosh, or like my favorite catfish show, the one of you as a fat Kelly Price.
I remember you would always send these like, I was like, what? Like,
It's because I'd be like, yeah, you fat Kelly Price. And she'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I had to find the video on YouTube and
be
send
like,
it to her.
Kelly Price?
I thought that was so
not
funny.
educated in that way. Oh my God. So I just started watching this show. Well, I mean, I didn't really start watching it. I was just watching it with Leonora. And it's called Rich Famous Latin.
Oh, is that the one you were telling me
Rich
about?
Latin Famous, something like that. Yeah. And oh my God, Niurka comes out. I love Niurka. I love her.
That used to be
With
my
the
grandpa's
bailas.
girlfriend.
Shut up. You did tell me that last time. That was, I just started watching it and like people start like fighting each other and yeah, dude, like
Esta señora?
Esta señora is under like abuelita.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God, I hope she doesn't listen to this. But yeah, like I all of these like really weird things happened during COVID and like just these shows were like, what is this?
What is this entertainment? I mean, there's been a lot of really good shows. Like I've seen so many, and I fucking hate that I do that. Like I will watch it all like in like 2 days, and then I have like nothing
with all that
to
time
watch.
off.
Bro, with that whole ass month off.
Where you weren't working out either.
I know. I hate that I had so much. Hey, but I watched like a whole bunch of series, like a whole bunch of movies. I'm so caught up in life right now. Even like foreign movies.
What type of foreign movies?
Well, I started watching
Anime.
I started watching this. What was it called? Josh Lupin. Oh, it's Lupin.
Little Leap.
That one's like really good. And at first, I was like watching it like normal, which I want to say it was Turkish, and then I put like the voiceover. Only because it was just like a lot more interesting. And I hadn't even realized that like I had put the voiceover until I realized like, what the fuck? Now it's not like, now it's English. now I understand it.
Oh my God. That would happen too.
Yeah, but I got a dog too. I got a puppy for Azalea. That was pretty cool. She named her Chelsea.
She went to go train with Thea.
She went to go train with Thea Marlene, and she came back. She was good, but Azalea just broke out in hives, and we really thought it was her.
It was Chelsea.
Yeah, we could have sworn it was Chelsea, but then after Chelsea, like she still had it until not too long ago. They kind of went away for like a good 2 months, and then bam, she got him again. But it's not that bad anymore. So I don't know what it could be. I've got no idea.
That sucks. That sucks and that's scary. But what is something that you thought you'd never do and you did do during COVID?
This podcast for sure.
For sure. You
like,
guys let us know if you enjoy our voices.
Yeah. I mean, I'm such a social butterfly. Like, I love to talk, and I just love to be friends with everyone, but I'm very private. Like, I don't want anybody to know anything about me. Or, like, I don't want to be, like, out in the world. Like, I don't want anyone to know me.
But she wants to be, like,
but
in everyone's business.
Yeah.
Like.
Oh, my God. El chisme me llega. Like, I won't. If y'all want to know about anybody's business, I'm 100% sure I know something about it. Like, it's so crazy.
That's such an amazing thing to say. You know, guys, so you're better friends with Tracey and you keep on telling her all your stuff.
No. Like, I feel like... Okay, so did you watch that show, Bridgerton? Have you seen it?
I started watching it with my cuñada when I was in Chicago, and then I fell asleep.
Oh, it's so good. And you know how there's that one lady, which is... Oh, what's her name? She's the one that writes, like... she was obviously, like, they had, like, newspapers back then, so she would write...
She's the one that writes the
article about,
the
like...
chismes.
Yeah, she's the one that writes the chismes. Esa soy yo. Esa soy yo. Like, I can do that for sure. Be like...
Dream job.
Literally.
Dream job.
I would love it. I would love to know. Oh, so I was telling Edward that I was like, I'm really into history. Like, I was like, I'm really into history and, like, politics. And, like, I was like, it's so crazy because... According to Twitter. Yes.
Politics, but according to, like, she's really into history, but, you know, her source is Twitter. So, I mean, you guys know.
It's Twitter, but then I do, like, my own research.
Through Twitter articles.
No, and Google articles. I Googled it. I love to say Google. I love to Google it.
It's a weird accent.
So, what was I saying?
You like to Google
Oh,
it.
yeah. No. Yeah. So I was telling him, I was like, I'm super into, like, history. I was like, in all these politics. Like, I remember whenever I was in high school, like, I, like, got, like the almost like the perfect score, like, on, like, the tax test for social studies. And then I was, like, thinking about that, right? And I'm like, 10
years later.
I was like, shut up. I was like, I'm so cool. Like, I mean, I'm so cool. I was like, I'm so into, like, all this, like, history and shit, right? Like, politics. I guess I've always been into it. And then he's like,
that's where she gets the
no,
whole chisme thing.
He's like, nambre. He's like, nomás te gusta el chisme. Like, quieres estar en todo. And I was like, that's 100%
true.
What it is. Like, probably don't even fucking care about history. Like, I just don't know what's going on.
That's a horrible thing. But I mean, our host.
Our host? Who?
You.
Oh, I was like, are you talking about?
La chismosa.
Are you talking about Josh, the editor? Our director?
Producers.
Our producers. Sorry, guys.
But all of the above.
He's all of the above. He's like our organizer, our producer, our director.
He also rents out his space.
Oh, yeah, he does. What? I had oh shit, sorry. Oh, my foot fell asleep. What would be? Oh yeah, I did want to say that. So sorry, guys. It's because I have a little notebook, just because I wanted to make sure I had an outline, because
I'm taking it very seriously.
Super serious. So I hope y'all really appreciate this, because we were so nervous. I'm still pretty nervous. Like I said, I really don't like for people to know my business, but
we are here. But we out here.
But
we also very much enjoy talking to people.
I do.
And just
that's literally
like-
what we do all day.
Talk about people.
Talk to people.
No, meet people. We're very social, like you said. Very social butterflies. And I just feel like sometimes it's not too crazy to want to just like listen to podcasts and listen to like just people chilling and, you know, like having normal conversations. I mean, these are normal conversations.
These
maybe
are
they're
our normal conversations.
maybe they're not too normal for some people, but this is what we're always doing, and it's just kind of cool. And we like, nos gusta el pedo, como dijo Tracey.
Literally, shout out to my homeboy Chris.
Why?
So, one of the things I do feel about this year is that I don't feel like. So, like I said, it all started last year, like during COVID.
I forget that we're in a new year sometimes.
I know, I forget that all the time. But I honestly feel like last year was getting me ready for this year. Like this year, I still feel like it's not my year, but it's the year that's gonna get me prepared for like next year.
So last year got you prepared.
No,
to get prepared this year.
To get more prepared for next year.
To get re-prepared.
It's because I don't know. I don't want to claim it. Like I don't want to claim. I should claim it. I'm gonna fucking claim it. I'm gonna fucking claim it.
Claim your hood.
Last year was getting me ready, and I feel like this year is the motherfucking year.
The year.
Motherfuckers.
The motherfucking year.
Literally, yeah. Because I do feel like that. Like last year, it did get me ready for this. Like I'm so
last year was
excited.
such of like a roller coaster of year though. Like I remember that I had like super boring, like just like very routinary fucking days, and then you have those days where you were like kind of like super motivated and you wanted to do this and you wanted to do that, and then like you just kind of had years where you were so like optimistic, where you were so optimistic, and then like I don't know, I feel like we just started getting used to like everything that's happening around us, and then everyone was very aware because we spent so much time alone. And I mean personally, I feel like I was more like in tune with myself once I like stopped worrying about like who am I going to hang out today, and it was just like so much more intense. So whenever I started going out again, like I was just like I just didn't have the same vibe. Like I was just kind of like, why am I talking to you? Like, I don't know if I want to hang out with you anymore. And I feel that has a lot to do because of like how rough last year was, which was like you said, preparing you for like something bigger. And then this year, I feel like I'm more like centered. Like I'm more like focused. I know
real
what I
focused.
want. So, yeah, I understand what you're saying, where you're realizing.
Just so much
Tons of realizations. It's probably not even how it goes. But that's how I remember it in my head.
I know. I don't know why. I wanted to say something so stupid. I wanted to be like, it's not my problem. I've got an oversized. What was it? A heavy flow. What was it?
No.
Yes.
It's not my fault. I have
A wide set.
an overflow and a wide set vagina. From Mean Girls. Yes.
I wanted to like blur that out.
You're so stupid.
No. Yeah, I do feel like that. Like I honestly, this is the motherfucking year. Can you say it in your voice, Josh, please?
This is the motherfucking year.
No, the other
Period.
voice.
What other voice?
This is the motherfucking year, guys.
I don't sound like that.
Late night. So I just have a question for all my listeners. Ooh. So do y'all think this is hot or not?
100% hot. Duh.
Real hot.
But no, we're super excited. When in all seriousness, we've been talking about this for the longest time. Like we have really been like trying to put in the work and pressuring Kevin to make our logo,
Which he did. I think the last one was like a really good job.
I think a lot of them are really nice, but we definitely have to FaceTime him because he never FaceTimed us. But shout out to Kevin.
Shout out to On the Streets of Laredo.
On the streets of Laredo. I always say that. Laredo.
Laredo.
And we definitely are putting in the work, and we're excited about where it's going to go.
I'm super excited.
And we already have people we want, to come on and talk with us because we're so interesting.
No, we just honestly, I feel like this one, we wanted to get the super serious. Well, I mean, we are pretty serious, but COVID, since it was a very serious topic, we did want to talk about that first. But I do
because it's a thing. It's still happening. Like, people need to be aware that it's still a thing.
Still a
thing. Like, it's not
fake, guys. It's fucking real.
It's not just the government.
It's not just the fucking
So
government.
Azalea, Tracey's little girl, really got into TikTok at the beginning of COVID. And she had these amazing videos of, preventing and, warning the public of COVID. And she is 6. So if a 6-year-old can understand the seriousness of it, I feel we can all understand.
I hope we all can. I mean, it's a lot of these fucking dumb fucks are not giving a fuck, and it pisses me off.
Fuck.
No. But in all honesty, I feel like it's super real. It's not fake. It's 100% real,
and it's really not going to go away until we all really
take it serious.
We're all in this together. Once I know. I was a really, really huge Disney fan. Another fun fact.
I loved Disney.
Still to this point. Even after all the allegations and stuff. I don't know. It's not the creators for me. It's just the cartoons.
Yeah. The cast or whatever. I can't find the video. I really wanted to show y'all the video.
Didn't you send it in the group a few days ago? Is that where you're looking for it?
I was looking for it in the group, but
we would tell you guys to go follow her on TikTok, but she's 6 years old and we really don't want to do that.
Yeah, her account is private. Oh, I found it. I wonder if they can hear it.
Coronavirus, because the coronavirus is here. You guys stay here in the radio. Please be safe. Get prepared. Don't get out, because you guys will get the coronavirus. Stay safe in your home.
And you guys
6
didn't
years
fucking
old.
Stay in your fucking
6
home.
years old. But that's my niece Azalea. I can't wait for her to be older and hear this and just be super embarrassed about us showing that video.
She's gonna be super proud. She's gonna be like, yeah, Mom, I remember warning the public and no one gave a fuck.
I should be the president of the United States of America. That's definitely Azalea though. That's 100% what she would do.
She wants to be TikTok famous so bad.
So bad.
But I will not make her page public.
Do not.
She hates me. I won't.
So Azalea all day, every day sends me Jesus videos. And I'm not even hating. My whole family is religious, but
she's like those grandmas on TikTok. On Facebook.
No. It's just the video starts super sad, and then it's if you love Jesus, you're not just gonna scroll away. You're gonna share. You're gonna comment. And I go to the comments, and Azalea's 6'1". She doesn't even know what to type. She's just comments. She fucking comments. She is not ignoring that shit. She is not ignoring it. And at first I was ha ha ha, Tracey, what the fuck? And then she kept on going hard, and she kept on sending me more and more and more.
You better stay inside, Marlene. You better stay inside. God is
Jesus
watching.
is watching you. And that's when I told you, and I was yo, Tracey, are you okay, dude? What's going on? And you're oh my God, that's Azalea. She told me that I was a horrible person because I scrolled past a Jesus video.
I told her I was going to take TikTok. I was going to take TikTok away from her. And she's I was no, I'm going to take TikTok away from you because besides, I'm that's it's all bad. It's all bad. And she's really? It's not bad. She's it's not bad. You're the one. She's all my TikTok is about God. She's but you don't care. You're bad. You don't care about God. Every time
you scroll past those posts.
She's you never you're always scrolling. It says don't scroll and you scroll. And I was
you go scrolling down that phone
without fucking liking. And I was I'm
she
everybody is doing
what
it for
we know as a modernized Jesus freaks. Like
sometimes
modernized Jesus freak. Like,
sometimes so.
oh my god.
No, I've been super obsessed with like bad things happen to bad people. So
oh, she preaches that.
Mm-hmm. And it's true. Bad things happen to bad people. You're out there doing bad things. Aunque sea que like me, that I'm a
I feel
mom.
like the more correct version of that is bad things happen to people who do bad things. Yeah, because not just because you do one bad thing, it does not make you a bad person. Like,
I know.
It's more like people that do bad things. So whenever you do a bad thing, even though you're not a bad person, like, it's
bad
still,
things are gonna happen.
Yeah, exactly. So you need to tell her like the new updated version.
So the correct way is
so that saying changed.
Mm-hmm,
now it is exactly
bad things happen
to people who do bad
things.
Period.
Write that down, guys. Tattoo
Next
that
podcast.
Shit.
So so we were super excited. We want to talk about a little bit of our daily, whatever, what we do and what we deal with, Azalea and the dogs and all these people that always want to hang out with us.
Literally.
But thank you so much for listening today, guys.
And that is just our opinion. Oh, that's just my opinion.
So we're working on the name, but it's definitely something like that. It's going to be something like that's just my opinion. Because honestly, we're going to be talking a lot of schmack on this podcast. And even though it may be real to a point, like advice and stuff, we don't really play around with that. But it's just our opinion, guys. Like, honestly, like what we're saying about like all these people, it's just what comes to our mind and what we understand. But thank you so much for listening today. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for calling.
Thank you for calling.